That's your how, who ain't like that? I am Leslie Jones. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. I'll be going to Ghana in a couple of weeks, and folks, it's going to be major content. Major content. Last but not least, let the ads just keep on flowing through because that's how I get paid. Thank you. So here's how it all started. My first question is if you have any update on your other... Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yes. So, no, there's no updates on the land that I purchased through COS. Zero update. I have a contact at COS. Is there anything you want me to help you with? You can call me later. Heck yeah. I'll call you. So my subscriber friend was unsuccessful in contacting his connection at COS. So he calls another individual. Now this individual is the person that I've been texting for months and being ignored. But of course he gets a hold of him. Folks, when I say things are flowing for me, things are flowing for me. Sometimes life happens without you having to lift a finger. It looks like I set up the scenario for part 2, but I didn't. What are these? So I asked to see my indentures. I was denied. And I said, okay, Leslie, it's time to call. He said, send me pictures of my indentures. It doesn't matter. Let me explain why I wanted pictures of my indentures. First, making sure it's complete. Because in part 2, he said it was complete and it wasn't complete, right? Secondly, I went through this process, the indenture process already for land in Central Region. I know what the indenture needs to look like, what needs to be on the indenture. So let me see it. And if anything is missing, let's condense time frames and not waste our time. I can tell you what's wrong with it, and then you go fix it. So by the time I get to Ghana, everything's done. I just pick it up. I don't got to look at you in the eyes. I can just pick it up and bounce. But now, when I go to Ghana, I have to sit there and read all the indentures and make sure everything's there. Folks, I don't want to be at that office. But I got to now. Mind you, the land liaisons, who are now called African Century Development, I guess they just decided that they were just going to not fulfill the contract and say nothing about it. I was told that I'll get pictures of my land. Never got that. If it wasn't for me going to Ghana myself, I wouldn't even know what my land would look like. Secondly, the last time they communicated with me was saying I will get my indentures in the mail at my cost. Haven't heard from them since. Folks, no one was gonna send me nothing. Even though I paid for a service for my indentures to be mailed, that was not happening. And I can't even get pictures of my indentures. What? What does this sound like to you? You got it right. This is what? Backlash. Backlash. Because you're upset that I'm exposing your unethical and unprofessional behavior on YouTube, so you're just going to force me to fly across the country to look at my indentures. What? Okay. Well, Leslie, you know, if you were just being quiet and didn't say nothing, let them treat you however they want to treat you and do whatever, you're a woman. You should be quiet and meek. Maybe you would have your indentures if you just shut up.
Stupid.
Leslie, America and Ghana are two different countries. You standing up for yourself and speaking on what we're going through, you're going to make it hard for the rest of us. Ghana, they'll kick you out and not give you a visa to come back. And then you'll be stuck in America with all the white devils.
It's funny, right? It's funny. But it's sad. Because what I just said is what I've been told. And then check this out. The representative of COS told my subscriber friend, "Do you know what my boss can do to her?" I'm like, that's a threat, stupid. That's a threat. What is he gonna do? Not give me my indentures? Kill me? Rape me? What? You have all the money. I pay for everything in full. What are you gonna do? Huh? The only reason I know my indentures are finished is because the small but mighty community we built over the last 10 months. If it wasn't for my subscriber to ask me about the land I bought through COS and another subscriber saying that he'll follow up for me, I wouldn't have known what I know now, right? And if it wasn't for the community under the ACD group, the repatriation group, sliding in my DMs, sliding in my WhatsApp messages, sliding in my emails, I wouldn't have known, right? ACD and COS were gonna say nothing. So I am truly grateful for this YouTube community. We have came together. I don't even want to get emotional, but I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for the repatriation group, the few that have reached out to me during this whole process and kept me informed. You guys didn't have to do that, and you did it. So I truly am appreciative. And yeah, guys, guess what's next? 这么漂亮的人，我们去加拿大。Alrighty, folks, I am on the way to COS Estates to pick up my indentures. We have a couple stops before we get there, but we shall see. Get ready for a ride. I don't even know what's about to happen today, but hopefully it ends with getting my indentures. On the way to pick up my middleman who's my lawyer. Folks, I'm here to have my lawyer come through. It is not done. Folks, I flew across the world. Not only are my indentures not fully complete, they're not even here at the office. It is not done, and the wait continues, folks. I gotta come back tomorrow. Even my lawyer, just getting here, she's like, "This is crazy. This is crazy." And she just, oh Lord. Well, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, guys, and we'll see what they have in store for us, okay? Okay. Hey folks, this is the second attempt to get the indentures at COS office. We shall see how it goes. Hopefully I leave with my indentures. Here are the indentures. Leslie, shouldn't you be excited? No, because they're not complete. Because I'm missing 2 plots. There's only 4 plots in these indentures. Or is it? Come to find out, my 2 plots are in a different batch. And they will be, who knows when that indenture will be done. So I'm gonna have 2 indentures. One indenture with 4 plots on it. The other indenture with 2 plots on it. And they're like, oh, we go by receipts. So I have 2 receipts. One receipt with 4 plots, the other receipt with 2 plots. The contracts and the receipts all have the same contractual date. But somehow my last 2 ended up in a different batch. So folks, that's the update of where I'm at. That's the way the company handles business. And you know, everyone's situation is different. Everyone handles business differently. And for me, customer service is way more important than the product. Like, I'd rather have a lesser value product and deal with more comingly people, right? But I also want to say this. If you want to go to the motherland, if you want to buy land and you don't have that much money to buy land, and this company, if their price point is good, I'm not going to say don't do it. All I'm going to say is just be prepared for whatever comes your way, and don't be surprised if you go through a lot of unnecessary stress. Because if you don't, maybe you don't care about customer service. You're like, Leslie, I just want land. I'm not in a rush. I'm not building quickly like you are. I got some years I can wait. By all means, do you. But for me and my house, it's a no for me. It is a no. So that's where I am, guys. Now I have to wait for another indenture. And who knows if I'll still be in Ghana when those are done. What? Vision-reality.com is a system I developed to streamline the land purchasing process in Ghana. It took me over 1 year to find credible people to do business with in Ghana. This networking group are vetted professionals in the property development sector. I went through the good, the bad, and the ugly so others won't have to. I'm not only just referring people to this group, but I've purchased and completed the indenture process. So if someone goes to my website and they like the land they see and they end up purchasing it, I'm literally their neighbor. If you are do-it-yourself type, I will refer you to my networking group, provide a land purchasing checklist and price list, and you can start your journey. If you'd rather have an assistant, that will be me. Basically, do for you as I did for myself. I am a firm believer in leading from the front. I will only introduce you to people I have worked with for my land. The tab in the upper right corner will lead you to the land options. As I establish relationships with more chiefs and developers, the land options will increase. This will all start with a complimentary discovery call. I will share my experience with you, the land purchasing culture in Ghana, and confirm me being your land liaison is a good fit for you. The goal is to get the diasporas to repatriate or invest. If there's no methodical system, they're not coming back in the numbers that are needed. And what I mean by needed, there are non-African groups buying up land like hotcakes. There has been an incorrect narrative of the African continent, especially in the States, as poverty, sickness, and disease stricken, yet people are buying land, establishing businesses, and seeing drastic profits within 5 years. If the continent is such a disease-stricken place, why are non-African foreigners relocating their whole lives and starting to build wealth for their families and their countries in Africa? Yet, the people of the land are scared or hesitant to invest. Vision to Reality Inc. is here to correct the narrative through streamlining the land purchasing process.